Ako urong dito, and I said I would stake my honor, my life, and even the presidency.
Part kasi today is the capability enhancement demonstration. So those pieces are just part na papakita sa taong bayan that we are ready. All the security forces here, including the armed forces of the Philippines, including the non-government organizations, volunteers, are capable, no, of reacting to any emergency.
Today is a great day for the people of Boracay and the people of Aklan. The past 6 months has been a difficult period in the province of Aklan with the closure of Boracay, the main anchor of our economy. Many of our people were displaced, businesses suffered, and the impact on all sectors of the province has been huge.
Let us make this day a day to remember. Today we open the new Boracay to the whole world. Let us join our hands, not only for us, but for the generations to come.
As we welcome a better Boracay, the Department of Tourism urges everyone to be responsible tourists.
Today, on the reopening, we look back on our journey over the last 6 months. We are constantly asked, was it worth it? And our answer is a firm and resounding yes.
President Duterte for the political will to make all of this happen.
The lessons learned here are not for Boracay alone, but also for the other island destinations around our beautiful country. The reopening of Boracay is not just the culmination of our journey on sustainable tourism, it's just the beginning. Together, let us ensure that generations from now, our children's children, will still say that it's more fun in the Philippines. On behalf of the Boracay Interagency Task Force, Boracay is now officially declared open to all.
Part kasi today is the capability enhancement demonstration. So those pieces are just part na papakita sa taong bayan that we are ready. All the security forces here, including the armed forces of the Philippines, including the non-government organizations, volunteers, are capable, no, of reacting to any emergency.
Today is a great day for the people of Boracay and the people of Aklan. The past 6 months has been a difficult period in the province of Aklan with the closure of Boracay, the main anchor of our economy. Many of our people were displaced, businesses suffered, and the impact on all sectors of the province has been huge.
Let us make this day a day to remember. Today we open the new Boracay to the whole world. Let us join our hands, not only for us, but for the generations to come.
As we welcome a better Boracay, the Department of Tourism urges everyone to be responsible tourists.
Today, on the reopening, we look back on our journey over the last 6 months. We are constantly asked, was it worth it? And our answer is a firm and resounding yes.
President Duterte for the political will to make all of this happen.
lessons learned here are not for Boracay alone, but also for the other island destinations around our beautiful country. The reopening of Boracay is not just the culmination of our journey on sustainable tourism, it's just the beginning. Together, let us ensure that generations from now, our children's children, will still say that it's more fun in the Philippines. On behalf of the Boracay Interagency Task Force, Boracay is now officially declared open to all.
Part kasi today is the capability enhancement demonstration. So those pieces are just part na papakita sa taong bayan that we are ready. All the security forces here, including the armed forces of the Philippines, including the non-government organizations, volunteers, are capable, no, of reacting to any emergency.
Today is a great day for the people of Boracay and the people of Aklan. The past 6 months has been a difficult period in the province of Aklan with the closure of Boracay, the main anchor of our economy. Many of our people were displaced, businesses suffered, and the impact on all sectors of the province has been huge.
Let us make this day a day to remember. Today we open the new Boracay to the whole world. Let us join our hands, not only for us, but for the generations to come.
As we welcome a better Boracay, the Department of Tourism urges everyone to be responsible tourists.
Today, on the reopening, we look back on our journey over the last 6 months. We are constantly asked, was it worth it? And our answer is a firm and resounding yes.
President Rodrigo Roa Duterte for the political will to make all of this happen.
The lessons learned here are not for Boracay alone, but also for the other island destinations around our beautiful country. The reopening of Boracay is not just the culmination of our journey on sustainable tourism, it's just the beginning. Together, let us ensure that generations from now, our children's children, will still say that it's more fun in the Philippines. On behalf of the Boracay Interagency Task Force, Boracay is now officially declared open to all.
Part kasi today is the capability enhancement demonstration. So those pieces are just part na papakita sa taong bayan that we are ready. All the security forces here, including the armed forces of the Philippines, including the non-government organizations, volunteers, are capable, no, of reacting to any emergency.
Today is a great day for the people of Boracay and the people of Aklan. The
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Ikaw ang mag-aahon sa piling mo, di ko mawawalaan.
Once again, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Tayo na, Pilipinas, tayo na magbago. Hawak kamay tayo para sa pagkasenso. Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo.
Please take your seats. May we now call on Aklan Governor Florencio T. Miraflores for his welcome remarks.
President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, members of the cabinet present, our local officials, guests, our agrarian reform beneficiaries, my fellow Aklanons, medayad gid nga gabi katon tanan. In the past month, we opened a better Boracay. As stakeholders, we all felt our spirits renewed as we witnessed our special island brought back to its magic, that of a pristine paradise and its glory as one of the world's top beach destinations. We can testify to all the hard work that we have done for the past 6 months. And so can the rest of the country and the world, as our joint efforts of rehabilitation have been closely monitored by national and international media. Our actions manifested our shared acceptance that indeed there is that long overdue need to reevaluate and put in the right path our enjoyment of this God-given bounty. That there was no room for losing focus, we went straight to business of rehabilitation. Mr. President, thank you for exercising the political will to rehabilitate the island. We appreciate your genuine concern for the island's future, our future. Before, implementation of the 25+5 easement along the front beach was generally ignored. Before, negotiating even for a few inches of space in our provincial road expansion efforts almost always led to legal nightmares. Before, when we tried to answer the congestion of the main road by connecting the Bulabog area to complete the circumferential road, we were halted by right-of-way problems. Mr. President, now our roads are wider, transportation system improved, setbacks observed, wetlands cleared, drainage and sewerage systems put in order, resulting to cleaner waters around the island, and a no-nonsense implementation of laws and regulations with a very clear message that no one is above the law. May also take this opportunity to express our gratitude to the Boracay Interagency Task Force, headed by Secretary Roy Simato, and co-chaired by Secretary Ed Anyo and Secretary Berna Puyat, and all other members of the task force. My special thanks to Secretary Mark Villar for their dedication and hard work to make all of these improvements possible. And just like a caring father, your intervention is holistic and full of compassion. Now, we're about to witness firsthand the realization of the lifelong dream of our poor and marginalized Ati community of Boracay, of owning their own land through the issuance of Certificate of Land Ownership Award for the initial 3.1 hectares, and also the other agrarian beneficiaries from the 3 towns of Aklan for a total area of 274 hectares. Now, we are finally setting foot in a better Boracay. This makes all the sacrifices in our journey sweeter. Let us further heal together, and let us etch in our hearts the learning of the past to preserve it. Let us continue on the development path that we have committed and started. Like I said, together, let us reach our destination of becoming not only a better Boracay, but the best. The best of Boracay is yet to come. Thank you and welcome again.
Thank you, Governor Miraflores. May we now call on Department of Agrarian Reform Secretary John R. Castriciones to give the overview of the project.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Mahal na Pangulo, ngayong gabi po ay magaganap po ang isang pangyayari na magbibigay ng kasiyahan, katuwaan, at kapayapaan at pag-unlad sa maraming pamilya dito sa Aklan, lalong-lalo na po dito sa Boracay. Ito po yung tinatawag natin na tunay, na tapang, malasakit at political will ni Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Ngayong gabi po, mahal na Pangulo, ay magkakaroon po tayo ng 484 na agrarian reform beneficiaries. Meron po tayong ipapamigay na 274 hectares of land sa buong lalawigan po ng Aklan. At dito po sa Boracay ay mayroon po tayong 44 na pamilya ng atin pong mga ati na makakatanggap po ng Collective Certificate of Land Ownership Award. At sila po ay nandito po sa harap. Pwede po ba kayong tumayo? Yun pong mga kapatid natin na mga ati. Sila po yon. Salamat po. Ang breakdown po ng atin pong ipapamigay, mahal na Pangulo, dito po sa Boracay ay meron pong 6 na Certificate of Land Ownership Award. Doon po sa Barangay Kabulihan and Abaway Malay, 33 Certificate of Land Ownership Award. Sa Barangays Nazareth, Tigum, Habana, and Tag-Osip. Sa may municipality po ng Buruanga, meron po tayong 50 na Certificate of Land Ownership Award. At doon po sa Barangay Tagas sa Tanggalan, meron po tayong 534 na Certificate of Land Ownership Award. Sa atin pong mga kapatid na mga ati, hindi lamang po lupa ang ipapamigay natin sa kanila, mag-uumpisa na rin po ang kanilang training kung paano maging produktibo ang lupa. At ang lupang ipapamigay po natin sa kanilang lahat ay government-owned lands. Nang ibig pong sabihin, mahal na Pangulo, ay wala po silang babayaran kahit na 5. Ganon din po ay pabigyan po natin sila ng mga garden tools, mga kits at mga training para po sa ating productivity. Sana po ay tulungan po natin ang ating pong pamahalaan at suportahan po natin ang programa ng ating Pangulo sapagkat ito ang tunay na tapang, malasakit at political will. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, sir. At this point, may we request President Duterte to lead the ceremonial distribution of the Certificates of Land Ownership Award to be assisted by DAR Secretary Casticiones. The following are representatives of the 484 agrarian reform beneficiaries for the 623 CLOAs covering 274.0352 hectares of land in Boracay Island and province of Aklan. Delsa S. Justo, Evangeline E. Tambuon, Maria F. Tambuon, Susana B. Bartolome, Loreto S. Francisco, Guillermo B. Vicente Sr., of the members of the Boracay Ati Tribal Organization and Agrarian Reform Beneficiaries to receive 6 CLOAs with an area of 3.2064 hectares. Thank you. Next, we have Milagros S. Pirocho, farmer leader of Malay Aklan, to receive 33 CLOAs with an area of 30.2704 hectares. Victoria A. Salibio, farmer leader of Borwanga Aklan, to receive 50 CLOAs with an area of 56.3245 hectares. Thank you. Rodolfo T. Talaok, farmer leader, Tangalan, Aklan, to receive 534 CLOAs with an area of 185.7224 hectares. Thank you. Please take your seat. We shall now hear a response from Ms. Delsa Hosto, leader of the Boracay Ati Tribal Organization and Agrarian Reform Beneficiary in Boracay Island, Malay, Aklan.
On the behalf po sa aming tribal chieftain ay kinakabahan po siya magsalita kaya ako na lang po ang magbabasa ng kanyang mensahe, mahal na President. Sa ating mahal na Pangulo, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, sa lahat ng mga kalihim mula sa iba't ibang ahensya ng gobyerno, sa LGU, Malay at sa lahat na nandito ngayon. Isang mapayapang araw po sa ating lahat. Kami po mga ate na katutubo na islang ito ay lubos ang kasiyahan sapagkat dininig ng Diyos ang aming matagal na panalangin na sana ay dumating ang panahon na maibalik at maiayos muli ang islang aming pinakamamahal na unti-unti nang nasisira. Tunay ngang napakaswerte ng mga Boracay noon sapagkat ang lahat ng ahensya ng gobyerno ay nagkaisa upang maisalba ang ating isla at muling manumbalik ang dating ganda at kaayusan ng Boracay. Yan po dahil sa pamumuno ng ating matapang at mapagmahal na Pangulong Duterte. Sa 6 na buwan na pagsasara ng isla, ito ay naging daan upang mamulat kami sa aming mga pagkukulang dahil sa walang humpay na pagsira at pag-abuso sa ating inang kalikasan. Namulat po kami na hindi matumbasan ng pera ang kalikasan na siyang nagbibigay kanlungan sa aming lahat. Kami po ay taos-pusong nagpapasalamat sa ating pinakamamahal na Pangulong Duterte, dahil po sa inyong kabutihan at pagkalinga sa amin. Madagdagan po ang aming lupa para sa aming mga ate. Naway itong pamamahagi ng lupa ay walang maidulot na problema sa amin, sapagkat ang tangi po naming hinihiling ay kapayapaan, pagkakaisa at pagmamahalan sa kapwa. Kaya po malaking pasasalamat namin sa mga kawani at mga opisyal ng DAR, lalong-lalo na po kay Secretary Jan Castresiones, sa LGU Malay, sa aming mabait na Mayor Swalog at higit po sa lahat, maraming salamat po, President Duterte. Pagpalain po kayo ng ating Panginoon at sana po marami pa pong katutubo ang mabigyan nyo ng tulong. Salamat po at magandang gabi po sa ating lahat.
Thank you, Ms. Tambuon. May we now request DAR Secretary Castriciones to introduce the President.
Mga minamahal kong kababayan, isa pong malaking karangalan na ipinapakilala ko po sa inyo, ang Pangulong may pagmamahal sa mga magsasaka, sa mga katutubo at saka mahihirap nating kababayan. Ang ating pong mahal na Presidente, si Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Kindly sit down. Thank you for your courtesy. May I be allowed to acknowledge the presence of Public Works Secretary and Highways, Secretary Mark Villar, doing a good job. In the coming days, we will present to the nation the result of our toil and endeavor, and that would refer to the long stretches of infrastructure completed by the department under Secretary Villar. Makita ho ninyo yung resulta ng build. And the Social Welfare and Development Secretary, Rolando Silito Bautista. I'm sure you know him. He was the former Chief of Staff. Bago na ngayon. But I took him in. And as a matter of fact, actually, most of them are military men. The Environment and Natural Resources Secretary, Roy Simato. Agrarian Reform Secretary Jan Castriciones is the one I commissioned to declare the entire island as a round reform area. Ganito kasi yan. My Tagalog is not that good. Kami hong lumaki ng Mindanao, ihalo po yung pinagsasabay-sabay namin ang aming dialect, and there's an evolving Tagalog and Visayan and a merger of two strange forms of communication. But mga taga Davao, alam nila. Yung taga Maynila and outside, because in the course of a conversation, you'd hear words that are not really Tagalog but Visayan. And sometimes for the Visayan to group in the dark yung mga salita kasi hindi rin na maintindihan yung malalim na Tagalog. Ayan ho ang kaya pagpaumanhin na ho ninyo, if I cannot talk, I cannot be articulate in the native tongue ko, I'd rather mix it up with English and Tagalog. Pero kung nakasabot mo Binisaya, okay malangkod sa ako. Aklan Governor Florencio Miraflores and the other local government officials of Aklan, and of course the Interior and Local Government Secretary Eduardo Anyo. He was also a chief of staff before he joined my government. The recipients of the government's land reform distribution program, mga my brothers and sisters, Filipinos, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. You know, I have a prepared speech. I had about a 10-minute, something like 7 to 8 minute riding on a boat. Tapos medyo tingin ko itong 3-page hanggang 1 minuto and plus lang ito pagkatapos mag-uwi na ako. So hindi naman masyado maganda pakinggan. This is of course a run-of-the-mill speech prepared by one of the, I don't know who prepared this, but baka basahin na lang natin to do justice to the work of a human being. Probably working at night. Kanina I slept at around 8 o'clock in the morning because I had to sign so many documents as I am leaving for Singapore and Papua New Guinea. It will take me 3 days. So yung lahat na pinirmahan ko na lang para wala na akong problema, burden to be thinking of everything else and nothing else. Let me just rumble on to a few. Payagan na lang po ninyo ako magsalita ng Tagalog. But there are a few things which I'd like to convey to you. You know, the world is getting very, very small. When we migrated to Mindanao, but my mother is a Maranao and Chinese. My grandfather is Chinese, my mother is a Maranao. But my father was a Cebuano from Danao City. At that time, I'd limit myself to my personal paradigm. Davao was really a huge place. It was vast, malawak talaga. It runs along this slope of Mount Apo. And maybe that is why the soil is fertile. And I believe that Mindanao really, but of course we need fertilizers. By and large, ang agrikultura ng Mindanao talagang maganda. Well, anyway, it can feed the whole Philippines, were it not for the troubles there. We have two revolutions. One is motivated by territorial po. And that is the Murad and Miswari. And they choose to travel on the path of well, peace. The other revolutionary front is the Communist Party of the Philippines. Then I have a front there fighting government. Ito yung mga Abu Sayyaf. And the extremists. And that would include the Abu Sayyaf in Nolo. Kaya magulo ang buhay ngayon. Noon malaki ang mundo kasi maliit pa ang kukunti lang pala ang tao. Ngayon, masikip na ang mundo. And as a matter of fact, kayong mga komunista, you're using it as an excuse to create trouble for this country. Kaya inuunahan ko na kayo because you think that land reform could only be possible under a communist regime. Yan ang pinapawal paano niya sa mga tao. So you fight government. But until now, 52 years after they started it, 52 years after listening to Uson, when I was student and I was imbued with all of the ideal things that are good for the Filipino people. Ilang namatay na and still yung land reform. You cannot confiscate just by ito yung sabi nila na okupasyon, the occupy just like in Sagay. Kayo yung nag-umpisa ng patayan doon. You convince the people, especially the poor farmers na parang the beast of burden dyan sa ano. They have been as tenants as far as 400 years ago when the Spaniards came. Hanggang ngayon, generation after generation, sila tenant pa rin. And you know, with the recent killing, and of course, it's about land. And I realize, I've been telling everybody, that we cannot attain or reach peace by killing all Filipinos who oppose the democratic ideals. Kasi marami yung medyo desperado. Years after years, mamatay yung amo sa anak. So it's a kind of a very convoluted thing na after 400 years and until now, walang lupa yung mga tao. I've been around the country many times and I've been distributing land in, I think it was in, where was it, Secretary? Cagayan de Oro, how many titles did I have? 5,800 years. I gave titles to 5,508. Kasi hindi tayo manalo dito. Of course, the communists would never conquer us. They cannot overwhelm this government. But certainly, it will not stop trouble. And for as long as people, wala kayong isang imatawag na inyo, talagang gugulo ng gugulo ang Pilipinas. Kaya ako, sinabi ko kay Secretary Casillones, yung may mga beneficiaries na, diyan sa Panay, itong Panay, i-implement mo na. But I'd also like to warn, itong mga komunista, yung okupasyon ninyo, mangagaw kayo ng lupa. Right after harvest, you go into some other people's property, or it is owned by somebody else, or somebody else's world. You cannot do it parang gangster. That you occupy and threaten and hostage people. Kaya yung federation, yung mga farmers doon, na original yung mga tenant, may mga amo sila, 50, 100 years ago, iibigay sa kanila because there was this donation. Anak ka ng, Nung nalaman ng komunista, sumali rin sila at kinakipaggusto nila ang kanilang land reform. Kitenant ka o hindi, papasok sila, then they will invite others to join the fray. But in the process, killing people, and including yung abogado nila, kami pa ang pagbibintangan ang gobyerno. What the fucking shit? Why would I kill a lawyer? Napaka-small time ganyan naman. Why would I assassinate him? For what? Whether you have a lawyer or not, you cannot occupy somebody else's land by force and intimidation. I will not allow it. That's anarchy. Kaya pag pumasok kayo, may orders to the police and the military, evict them. Evict them out physically, and if they choose to fight, kill them. Mabuti magprangkahan tayo. Pag lumaban kayo at the policeman or the military man there present feels that his life is in danger, sobrang ninyo, tatapangan, di away tayo. Sabi ko pag nagkahawak ng barilyan o itak or whatnot, barilin mo. Ito can sow anarchy. It is not your time to do it, so do not do it. Hindi pa kayo nanalo eh. Now, if you can survive this war, which is going on for 52 years already, again, diin nyo lang. Then you distribute kagaya ng Miros ng Cambodia and other authoritarian. Tinatawag na ako autocratic. Since when? I've been 23 years rather, mayor of the city of Davao. 23 years plus congressman, plus vice mayor to my daughter. Wala akong ginawang, talagang stricto lang ako. Maybe because of my upbringing, masama ang bunganga ko. Nagpuputang ina talaga ako pag galit ako. I mean, I don't care who's in front of me. But certainly, I still have the basic, pinaka-basic values sa buhay. One is that huwag ka manakot ng tao kung may gusto kang kunin. That's a lot of, lalo na ako, ang takutin mo ako, ay putang. Who are you to? So that, huwag kayong mag-agaw-agaw lang. Just wait. Sabi ko kay Secretary Casillones, expand the land reform area. Or do not force me to declare the whole of Panay a land reform area. Yung tatamaan dyan yung Quezon because yun ang fertile ground ng komunista. Na they have been there in the land for so long and it is owned by generation after generation. At ang lahat ng mga tao dyan banda, forever tenants with no improvement. Ngayon sabi ko, kaya ako napilitan na to just regard the speech in the meantime. Because sa karami nating bilyon na tao sa mundo, you are lucky na nagkaroon kayo ng lupa. At yung lupa na yan binigay ko sa inyo, kasali yan sa pag-angat ng presyo. It's very hard now to acquire a land dito, and it could be million. If you want to build something. Yang lupa ninyo, hindi ninyo mapagbilian. But siguro, pag wala na kayo sa mundo, ang sinabi ko during the cabinet meeting, we were discussing about it. And I told them, kung ipagbili ng mga anak ninyo, apo ninyo, milyon na yan. Ang sinabi ko sa cabinet, at least kayo, in your lifetime maybe, or yung mga anak ninyo, apo, makatikim ng pera na malaki. Yun ang konsuelo ko doon. In the meantime, till the land, make it productive. And when the prohibition period is over, maybe your children can sell it. And it would be million. So, may mga ate dito na yayaman balang araw. If I were you, wala naman akong ibang maibigay na sa inyo. Stick with the land. Make it productive. And someday, you can expect maybe sell it. At least yung mga anak niyo, apo ninyo, milyonaryo. Huwag ninyong bitawan yan sa karaming tao sa mundo. To own, makakuha ka lang ng piece of real estate, lupa. Sa karami natin, 1,010,000. Tapos kayo dito nakakuha ng inyong lupa na inyo na maibigay na ninyo doon sa mga apo ninyo. At baka, balang araw, if they so decide, then it's up to them. But at least, sabihin ko sa inyo, makakatim ng malaking pera yung but not do it now because I will not also allow it. The reason why is we have not seen it and I'm not really interested. Pag dito sakay ako ng lancha, then I take off. I'm not interested in pag na yung isang bagay tapos na. I do not indulge myself in being the subject of either pretended or sincere adulation. I do not like it. Nakukurnihan ako. Alam niyo bakit? Trabaho namin yan. Alam nila. Alam ng lahat yan na trabaho naman. Kasi yun is 1, 2, 3, 4. Sabi governor and puro military yan. Alam nila. Bayad na kami. So huwag kayo magpasalamat sa akin. Pasalamat kayo sa Diyos. Hindi amin. Kami, bayad na kami. At least malaking ang sweldo namin sa inyo. So, kung mayroon ka na isang ganta na lupa, mahirap na kunin yan. Kung mayroon ka, iyo yan. Sa karami natin sa mundo, mayroon kang a place to live, a place under the sun. Ika nga. So yan lang, that is my only task. I promise you simple things. I said, I promise you graft and corruption. I'm doing it. Wala akong binigay na, baka hindi rin kayo nakinig. Then I said, yang droga, putang ina ninyo, umalis kayo dyan. Kasi yung Boracay na yan, sa taas ng Boracay yung sa beach. Kasi isang puso maraming droga dyan. Aabutan ko talaga kayo. Nilinis ko yung beach. Putang ina ninyo, lilinisin ko talaga kayo. Aabutan ko kayo. Wala tayong deal dyan basta droga. Yung mga kidnapping. Sinabi ko sa inyo, when I became mayor, I said, I'm going to build a city. Not an expensive city, not the most beautiful city, but a city na komportable tayong lahat. At sinabi ko sa lahat, kidnapper, droga, umalis kayo ng Davao, do not destroy my city because I will kill you. Simple. Do not destroy the youth, mga anak namin babae pati lalaki, kasi talagang papatayin kita. You know why? You reduce, sabi nila, yung nag-surrender nakita niyo sa TV. At no other time, in the previous administrations, I will not zero in on a specific president. Wala man kayo nakita na ganon. Kasi, pati pulis, corrupt. Pati generals corrupt hanggang ngayon. May pinatay nga yung colonel, light colonel. Sino ba yung putang ina? Ito saan yun? Kapis? Rapis. Ano yun, sir?
Police Colonel Superintendent
Sa
Dipolog City.
Oh, well. Police Colonel sa Dipolog. Nasa listahan ko yon ng mga police na ano. Ayaw ko, ang alam ko na nasa listahan ko siya. Kung sino ang pumatay sa kanya, yan ang problema. Kasi dito daw nag-iskapo sa Boracay, nagtago. Baka isa sa inyo. Huwag palayo kayo dyan. Hindi ko kasasantin. Ano general. Huwag mo akong mayor ka. Mayor. Mayor ka na ba noon, sir? Governor, nung pinatawag kayo? Sa Malacañang? Were you then the governor already? Yung pinatawag ko po kayo sa Malacañang, lahat na gobernador. He was there. Yung sinirahan ko yung Malacañang, tapos pinaupo ko kayong lahat. Ang unang tinawag ko, mga mayor, tapos gobernor. Yung mga mayor na matay na, problema. Sinabi ko talaga sa kanila. Pinanggahan ko sila, kayong mga mayor, gobernor, wag na wag kayong pumasok dyan. Do not use government office, yung titulo mo, as a platform for the operation of the crime of trafficking of drugs or shabu. Huwag ka papatay kita. Yung hindi naniwala, di namatay. Huwag mo akong not at least do not do it during my watch. Huwag sa panahon na ako ang presidente. Laylo lang kayo, total tatlong taon lang naman, at kung gusto niyo bumalik, edi sige. Pag gusto ng sino mga presidente, itong si Garbo, I don't know where he is, that idiot. You know, Garbo was the police aide, senior aide of Rojas. Alam ko si Rojas. Vote for Rojas. Ay Ilonggo. Iboto ninyo. Walang problema yan. Pero yung Garbo na yan, naghawak ng droga sa Visayas, yun ang pulis. Makita mo palagi sa tabi ni Rojas. Ayan si Loot, ilang beses na naambos. Ayawan ko kung sino. Hindi mamatay-matay ang gago. Armored kasi yung... doon, yung tinatawag yung lahat sila, sinabi ko man, sinabi ko talaga, putang ina mo, Loot. Huwag ba akong do not go into a make-believe world na general ka, basta na lang magawa mo gusto mo, putang ina, papatayin kita. Yun naman sa Iloilo, Mabilog? Doon. Mabilog. Nabi ko sa kanya, saan si Mabilog? Nawala siya doon. Tapos sabi niya, doon sa aide ko mo, galit ba si Mayor sa akin? You just address me as Mayor. I'm not into that kind of na presidente. Just address me as Mayor. Mas komportable ako. Sabi niya, galit ba si Mayor sa akin? Sabi ni mong galit, Karbaro sa kanya, putang ina, sabihin mo siya ang masunod. Sumibat ang ulol, ewan ko, wala nang mayor ng Iloilo. Kung gusto ninyo yan, gano'n, nasa inyo yan. Sabi ko, ang human rights. Pero may ginawa ako para sa bayan. Hindi ko pinagpalit ang the highest interest is the highest of the country. I never bargained na ayaw kong gumalaw kasi sa human rights. Tang-inang yan. tumigas na kayo kung saan. Basta pumasok kayo dyan. Magkaletse-letse talaga ang buhay natin. Ano, ginagawa ko ang gawa ko. Kukunti lang man, kasi wala akong sa presidential debates, every intermission, mayroon silang mga side slides dyan. Ako wala. Kasi wala man ng pera. At meron akong pera, binigay ko sa ABS-CBN, palang sabi ko, may nag-contribute sa akin na malaki for the first time, makabayad ako sa ABS-CBN. Tinanggap ng pera ng ABS-CBN. Si Gabi Lopez. But they never showed it. Alam mong ginawa kayo, mga putang ina kayo? Ikaw, Gabi. Inuna mo pa yung advertisement ni Trillanes na hindi ikaw. Pinanirahan ako ng mga bata pag doon, si Duterte killer. Sa batas, there was an injunction na hindi pwede yan kasi bawal gamitin mo ang bata. And yet, pumunta talaga kayo, went ahead with the show and made it public. Yung 2 million ko na kulgot, hanggang yun na sa inyo pa. Now, tell me kung bakit hindi ako magalit sa inyo. Ngayon, kung gusto ninyo talaga hanggang ngayon, kasi yung network ninyo, hindi naman kami pinapansin, hindi ko naman kailangan, hindi na ako tatakbo mga ulol. Pero putang ina, pag narinig ko yan, every crowd, sabihin ko yung ABS-CBN yan, pera-pera lang na dyan. Pera-pera yan sila dyan. At kalakas ng loob ng mga putang inang muka, ako, marami kami, si Escudero. Sila tanggap ng tanggap, putang ina mo, niloko ninyo kami. Marami kami, hindi lang ako. Kaya kayo, hindi ko kayo palusutin. Yung franchise ninyo, matatapos. But let me ask you questions first. Kasi ako talaga mag-object na ma-renew kayo. Alam mo bakit? Magnanakaw kayo. Estapador. Ginawa ninyo sa amin, marami kami. Kaya before you answer yung mga commentators ninyo, kindly review the record sa network. Mukha kayong pera lahat. Mga potang ina ninyo. Totoo. Ganon. Marami kayong sabihin sa akin ng bilyon-bilyon. Inyo na yan. Bilyon. Saan magnakaw ng bilyon? Ang budget ng Davao, 1 billion. Ibig mong sabihin, nakawin ko lahat yung 1 million. Gago. Di ako ganon. Totoo lang. Alam mo bakit? Kaya lakas loob kong bumira ng tao. Kaya kong pasirahan yung Boracay. Pag sige kayo langoy-langoy dyan, tapos may nagdapo dito, yung igit ng mga hotel doon. Kasi doon lumalabas yung dumi nila. Tapos contaminated, makainom ka. Kaya kami mga foreigner, sama daw ang tubig. E paano? You are swimming in a shit. Why should you be surprised? Kanilisan ko lang. Sabi nila, si Duterte kaya pata. Kaya yan. Kasi speculative na. Si Duterte, ibigay niya sa mga kaibigang mayaman. Wala akong mayaman na kaibigan na ganon ang negosyo. Totoo lang. Wala akong tinanggap. Ayaw ko lang sabihin uli kasi naghingi siya ng personal. At tumulong siya sa gobyerno noong nagkaroon ng krisis na pinapabalik-balik ko yung mga Pilipino na nandoon. So I went to them and asked them to do me a favor. Wala akong pera. tulungan natin itong mga Pilipino. Kaya parang kinalimutan ko. Kung hindi ko tinanggap niya, to the very day before the election, doon sila mag-asawa sa airport sa Davao. Tinatawag nila si Bong. Salamat na lang. Kaya ako pre-willing. Wala akong utang na loob. Sino lang ang nagsuporta sa akin? Abet Antonio, Governor. Amy Marcos, tapos Subiri, and Amante of Agusan, yung babae. Yun lang tulong sa. Wala akong isang barangay captain sa Metro Manila. Kaya wala akong utang na, walang politiko doon magpalo up na i-appoint mo si para chief of police. Gusto mo, may problema ka sa police, punta ka kay Anyo. Problema kaya sa mining mo, hindi ko mag-usap kayo ni Simato. May reklamo ka sa lupa mo. Andyan si military mo yan noon. So, gano'n yan. Ang gusto ko dyan kasi kung binigay ko yan sa bureaucracy, sa national, matatapos ka yung Boracay. 6 months. Hanggang yun, wala pa. Ang pera ko, nawala na. Gano'n yan. Kapag military, sanabi ko, gawin mo yan. Pedro Rosario sa Marawi. You build me 100 houses in 6 months. Yan. Tapos. And going on. Sabi ko, hindi ako makialam sa pera ng gobyerno. Ito, nandito lahat. Tanungin ninyo yung kilala ninyo. Walang papel na transaction involving pera dumadating sa lamesa ko. I do not allow it. It begins and ends with Simato if it is a DNR. Pagka local government, kung ano nilang bilhin nila, kung anong transaction, make it right, public bidding that is not rigged, at tapusin mo. Isang kaya makikagpusta ka sa akin hanggang at the end of my term, wala ka talagang masabi kasi hindi ako nagpipirma ng mga transaction. Ayaw. Kaya pag sinabi ko, putang ina, bullshit ka, wala akong utang na loob sa iyo. Diretsahan. Yan ang lamang ko. Yan ang lamang ko kasi I've been doing that. Hindi naman ako nagyayabang. When we migrated to Davao, we were just lucky. My father was governor of one province of Davao only when he was alive. Nung namatay ang tatay ko, pinaghati-hati nila sa mga leader. Oriental, Davao Oriental went to the Rabat. Davao del Norte went to the Florendos. Mga banana kasi sila. Davao del Sur went to Almendras, ang danding kuwang ko. Davao City, kasi brad niya yung si Lopez, he was retained. So before that, it was only one huge province in Davao. Hindi ko pinupuri ang tatay ko, patay na matagal. Hindi ako yung mag-criticize, nilakad ko raw yung pag-abogado ng tatay ko. I became a lawyer 25 years after it. Hindi ako yung anak ng opisyal sa PMA si Trillanes na hindi man pala sumasali doon sa mga training na yung talagang iihi ka sa pantalon mo. Kasi he was favored because he was always in the office of his father. He was working for government, also a military man. Siya pala ang nilakad ng tatay niya. My father would never do that, even if I wanted to. Kaya mga anak ko, sinabi ko sa kanila. Ito naman si Inday, huwag kayo maniwala ng Inday kay Presidente. Sabihin mo kay Ruas, hindi yan, Tatakbo siguro yung si Rojas uli. Well, see, why don't you try him? Para makita ninyo. You can only measure a man's stamina for doing a particular activity for his fellow men. Pero kung takot kang mamatay, takot ako magpatay ng mga durugista, at takot ako mamatay. Wala man ako, tapos na mga anak ko, ang iniwan ko sa kanila, edukasyon. Inday, okay maniwalang tatakbo ng presidente. Hindi mag-aaksa ng panahon. Si Pulong naman, tumakbo ng vice mayor, nag-resign sa napahiya siya ng anak niya na ginamit niya yung kwarto ng yung seal of the president. Nakakahiya man talaga yun, but it was done by the in-laws, not hindi sa amin. So out of delicadeza, sabi niya, resign. But binaboy siya ni Trillanes. Lahat naman, marami naman tao binaboy si Trillanes. Sigaw-sigawan niya, tapos wala. Wala siyang dinimanda, wala lahat. Magdalo ko, no? Sus Maria Joseph. Yan, that's what you get for getting yung mga... May mga megalomania. Ang tingin na nila, ano sila? Revolution. Pagdating ng panahon, mag-surrender lang pala. Sinampal siya ni Barrias ba yun, police? Tapos nag-surrender. But anyway, I'd like again to go back to mas, ano ako sa mga NPA. Wait, not the right time. But if you want to fight for another 52 years, I will oblige you. But if you want to talk, give me a very compelling, very substantial thing before I will talk to. What is the agenda? If it is position of the government or changing policies, the laws are made by Congress, I implement it. I cannot give you something which I do not have. Simple lang man yan. I only implement. I cannot enter into, nasabihin mo, Congress has the right to inquire. Dating Congress, sira yan. So dyan lang po ako. Take care of your land. It's a prized position for you. With so many people on Mother Earth, you are given a piece of property na mahirap na po ninyo. Biro mo sa mundo, mayroon ka sariling iyo. So, ayusin ninyo pagdala. And kung if you are into planting, linti ara si Pinyol, Wayman, itong Ilonggo to, siya ang agriculture secretary, siya anay magtinlog na rin na kag si Pinyol very convincing kung mag-istorya. Damo sang verbs, pati adverbs. Ara mga adjective na. Pero I want him to come here to help the farmers. You will have fertilizer and we will give you the seedlings. And I will, para pakinaban ninyo yung lupa ninyo. Malaki na yan. It's a price, I said, position. And I'd like to remind all, I was not elected by any particular. PDP was a moribund thing. Medyo sumikat lang yan kasi nanalo ako. Pero wala akong I am a worker of government and my job, my task, my function, and my purpose in life in seeking the office by the River Pasig was to serve the Filipino people. Hanggang dyan lang ako. Wala akong, wala para sa mga mayaman. wala akong sinisilbing mayaman. Nung ka nga hindi ko tinatanggap yung pera nila kasi ayaw kong magkaroon ng utang na loob. But then again, if you will allow me, basahin na lang natin yung speech. Okay sa inyo? Alam ko gutom na kayo kasi wala pa rin kami kain. To the agrarian reform beneficiaries from the municipalities of Buruanga, Tangalan, and Malay here in Aklan, I extend my warmest greetings to all of you as you become full-fledged owners of the lands that you have been tilling for the longest time. Inyo na yan. Our efforts in strengthening the comprehensive agrarian reform law to the equitable distribution of lands, tandaan na ako, makita, and adequate support and services are crucial in the realization of sustainable rural development. This milestone attests to unwavering and steadfast commitment to forge genuine land reform to the firm and the very good cabinet members. Kanila yan. Kung may pasalamatan kayo, salamatan ninyo si Berna, but yung itong task na ito, sabi ko kay dalawa yon kasi magiging law and order. Magulo eh. Kaya pagpunta si Roy doon, sa army yan noon. Pero sabi ko magulo, padala ko pati pulis. Sabi ko, pasukin ninyo. Hulihin ninyo kung sino yung basta ang order ko, linisin ninyo. Today we acknowledge our farmers' important role in nation building as you work tirelessly to ensure food security across the country. I assure you that this administration will continue to protect and uphold your right to own, control, secure, cultivate, enhance, and reap the benefits of the agricultural lands you till. It thus brings me to a great joy that our strong resolve to prioritize the indigenous people of Aklan, especially here in Boracay Island, by transferring ownership of these remaining agricultural lands is now becoming a reality. Please note that I have directed all concerned government agencies to work towards agricultural productivity and environmental integrity to the policies and programs that will cascade to the countryside. We must ensure that no one will be left behind in our quest for development that is inclusive and sustainable. Let me assure you that we will ensure that all beneficiaries will have greater access to support services from the government so that they may have the capacity of becoming more productive members of the communities of Aklan. Pabalik-balik man ito, dito na ako sa last paragraph. Gutom na ako. Together, let us sustain our collective efforts in fostering social equity, peace, and development so we may improve the quality of life of our people. With your help, I am confident that we can build the foundation of a brighter and more progressive future for our nation. Damo sang salamat sa inyo. Alam mo bakit? Mindanao is a melting pot, Davao. Diyan lang makuha ko yan sa mga classmate ko. Tayo ara siya subong. Minimix nga namin lahat eh. Minsan yung tono ko maging, yung cadence. Tayo may ara kang balay diya. Tayo makisang kami. To, hay balay mo. O, to, hay bay mo. Huwag mong kubahay. Kasi ang Bisaya na Cebu, Walang L. Shortcut lahat yan. Yung balay is buy. So to, may ara ka buy diya sa kwarto mo. May ara ka buy diya sa... Why man ko buy diya? Holy man ako. Baulinte nga ka pamangkot sa akon kung may kabit ko. Ara man pero di sa Boracay. Ara-ara mga boarding houses lang. Pobre man tayo anay. Tama, pero makasalita rin ako ng Ilocano. Kung tayo ng bantay sa Davao, nakakaintindi ng Ilocano yan. Yung conversation. Kasi lumaki kami halo eh. Kaya ganon. Ako, kakaintindi rin ako ng Maranao. Pag minura mo ako ng Maranao, bantay ka. Pag sinipa kita yon, alam ko. Just like my daughter, Veronica, she goes into a Catholic school run by Chinese nuns. Kaya ang anak ko na yan, marunong yan magsalita. Pero kung hindi mo alam, magsalita ka ng Chinese, Hokkien o Mandarin, makukuha ka niyan. Pero ako, kung mura na ganon, pag galing sa Tisang Guapa, sa Boracay o diin man, damo sa Guapa sa Panay Island. Napunta man ako dito noon, ayaw ko magpunta ngayon. I do not want to be. You know, I have had all the praises and all the applause that I can. Does not mean anything to me now. Sa totoo. Ayaw kong, yung na-mayor ako, kayong punta na Davao, ni minsan muka ko, hindi mo nakita na this is my project. Itong kalaban ko, ara man ang muka niya, kanto por kanto. Laban sila ni Inday. Iniwan sila ni Inday ng 378 votes. 1,000. Gani, speaker man siya. Ilonggo pa. Pero, okay man Ilonggo. Pala man kamo kung sino ang gusto ninyo. Gusto ninyo subukan lahat. Kayo. Kayo basta yung droga. Kasi product of... kaya sinirahan ko yung Bureau of Customs. I am not appointing anybody. I am not designating anybody. Ano bang alam ng sundalo yung ledger o journal o resibo o trust agreement? Ara na sundalo, magtanaw. Siguro, pangita ng kanang mga picture. Sabi ko, pag nakita ninyo, barilin mo na, tabor mo sa dagat. Way lang mag-amin. Linti ng mga kriminal. You know, we never had a customs. Historically. Huwag kayong magalit. Alam mo, ang customs noon, pati ngayon, magagandang bahay, mga BIR, magagandang lahat, may mga kotse. Sila yan. Magprangkahan lang tayo. Kayo yan dyan eh. Because all of you are contaminated with corruption. The only way na malaman ko talaga is alasin ko kayong lahat. Tapos, bago ako mag-imbestiga. Nung na nandiyan kayo, sige nakaw, tapos sige ako mag-investigate. I need proof. And it is hard to get. And in the meantime that I will be investigating, you continue with your practice of corruption. Sabi ko, tawagin mo take over ka nga. Isa rin yun, I was working in Mindanao, soldier. Sabi ko, diyan ka, dala ka ng sundalo. Patayin mo lahat yung pictures yan. Kasi pati ikaw, kakainin ka dyan. Sid was good. Paildon was good. Alam mo si Paildon, why would he fuck with drugs? Kung gusto niyang magnegosyo. Maraming negosyo dyan na hindi ka masisira. Ano mo yung Mighty King cigarettes? Siya yung nagsabi sa akin, sir, may malaki dito. Hindi drugs yung sigarilyo. Fake lang ang stamps. You know, sabi ko sa kanya, tirahin mo. And in the process, because, tax cases can be compromised. Alam mo yan. Alam niyo yan. So, how much did we got? 35 billion ang binayad ni Mighty King. Bakit siya bakit ka mag-smuggle ng malaman mo pag puputok yan, puputok talaga sa mukha mo yan. Sunog ganyan. Dito ko na lang sa mas malaki. Isang traktor, isang container na kaya sabi ko hindi totoo yan kaya. Ang inggitan nila diyan, pero I sure know the soldier. Hindi ko piling-pili naman siya. Hindi naman. I'd like to talk about social dimensions, pero wala na kasi akong panahon. Kaya sabi ng driver ng lanchak hanggang 9:30 lang daw siya. Magna-9 na, so I have to say my goodbye. Sabi niya, sir, tiga paabot ko sa Imon, pero good for 30 minutes. Kapauli na asawa ko, sige na, tawag, cellphone. Ako ada, sige, 30. Ara na ta sa 9. So magbabay na ako sa inyo at maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. President. We shall now proceed with our photo opportunity with the President. May we call on the Boracay Ati Tribal Organization members, Agrarian Reform beneficiaries, please prepare. Thank you. May we call on the Agrarian Reform beneficiaries. Agrarian Reform beneficiaries. DAR officials, please prepare. Thank you. May we call on the Department of Agrarian Reform officials. DAR personnel, please prepare. Thank you. May we call on the Department of Agrarian Reform personnel, Aklan provincial officials, and municipal officials, please prepare.
Thank you very much. And now may we call on the LGU Governor, Vice Governor, and Sangguniang Panlalawigan members. Municipal mayors, please proceed on stage. Thank you.
Aklan provincial officials and municipal officials. Boracay Interagency Task Force, please prepare. Thank you. Boracay Interagency Task Force. Once again, we would like to thank our President, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, for coming over to the DAR CLOA distribution. We are greatly honored by your presence today. God bless you more, Mr. President. Palangga kagidnamon tanan diri sa Boracay, kag sa probinsya Aklan. Everybody, may we please settle down? Maaari po muna tayong magsiupo. Salamat po.
Baka tawagin ni Ina si PRRD. Nandun siya sa may gilid ng kampo.
lang.
Kung sa inyo, maglipat na lang kayo para hindi ko masali sa mura. Sige, what's your question?
Sir, meron pa po bang mga bagong appointment? Is it true that Senator Onasan will be the next DICT Secretary?
I think he's considering the possibility. Ako naman, I invited him. Sabi ko, if you are doing anything and if you're gonna run again, so why don't you join me in a quest for a better Philippines and a better government? Yes, that is true. I think he's toying with the idea of joining. But I'm not sure if he has decided to actually join.
Sir, you want political advisor?
Wala, marami na eh. So, I do not see any immediate need to appoint political advisors.
Sir, would you issue po ba ang EO para ma-officialize yung pagbaban ng casino sa Boracay? Would you issue an EO? Because that's what Secretary Guevara said.
Ban ng ano?
Casino.
Ban ng casino.
Dito, because ang survey dito, ang mga tao ng Boracay ayaw ng sugal. So it's the voice of the people is the voice of God. If it is the wish of the population here that they do not want a casino, then it will be a no casino.
Is an EO necessary for the implementation?
No, I just said that wag na lang. Anyway, it's a privilege. Whether I put it in writing or just say it verbally, it is not a requirement that I should really be, writing something on it. At saka ang casino, there's a problem with drugs dito sa taas. Tagal ko nang alam yan. Then again, itong mga may casino dysfunctional, it becomes a dysfunctional facility because almost yung ukada dyan sa they enter your room at sinabi doon, they will call the family in whatever that we have hostage your tapos maghingi. Diyan lang sa kwarto yung victim. Sasamahan lang. Somebody will go there, just take the hostage of the occupant, ask something if he has money, then they will just call the family that we have kidnapped your... The whole and the entire operation takes place in the hotel. So, and a lot of... marami dyan, policemen who are into the business of fixing things, money lenders, and people who really kidnap foreigners. That's the reason why it's almost, pagka pinasok mo, Philippine contemporary scene, the hotel with the casino is not good. Because there are a lot of things that will happen. It becomes dysfunctional, actually. Kidnappings, drugs, and everything. And it is a place where most of the gangsters around in this or thereabout would just stay there and commit crimes of sorts. And I do not think that I'm ready to grant any order. If I am not assured of, I said, up there behind Boracay, the beach is, drugs are very, you can maybe go in and disguise yourself as ikaw, pwede ka kunwari turista ka, tignan. Do some investigative journalism. That's why I don't do it. I do not like it.
Any instructions to combat the problem?
Yes, that's why I assigned General Simato and General si DILG. Sabi ko, stop the casino. Sabi ko, ipadlock mo. I think just padlock the place. And if I were the owner of the hotel, I should just be speculating of what will happen to me if I defy government. I said there's going to be no gambling, and that's it. Because we consulted the people here, the people in Boracay does not want the casino. So,
Sir, last na lang. Press Secretary, sir.
Press Secretary.
Is Manelo going to be your permanent
No, I
spokesman?
don't think he will transition himself to a spokesman. But maybe in the meantime that I'm considering other names.
Sir, who do you consider?
It's not even. I think one from ABS-CBN.
From ABS-CBN?
Yeah.
Who is that, sir?
Are you from?
No, sir, I'm from Philippine.
Franchise is safe.
Seryoso ba yun?
Saan ang ABS?
One spokesperson daw from EBS.
Pia ho?
Gutierrez, sir. Gutierrez, sir. Gutierrez.
Hindi ka kasali, ma'am. Wala ka pa naman, no? You were not yet with the ABS-CBN where the things happened. But it is really true. It's a matter of record that they offered to pay, and I refused to accept it because it was returned to me, proposed to return the money. It was too late after the election. But one thing is that, when you do that to many people, it's fraud. You're actually a fraud if you receive the money and you don't come up with your part on the bargain.
Sir, can you share with us names you're considering for your spokesman?
Mahirap ako. I'm scouting for, pero preferably from the media community. Sanay mag. But they would know how to respond to questions.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you.
I'm offering it to.
Sir, franchise daw ka pala.
The franchise of ABS-CBN. Well, I'll tell you in public now. No, I said they have committed so many frauds. They have to answer for it. If they cannot explain to me why they should not be given an extension, or how not to run an outfit, I said I'm going to oppose it because I'm not the only one. Scudero, ako, many other connects. Maybe more or less 20 yung tinanggap nila tapos. Ang mahirap dito was to explain God because a senator, a powerful one, without even saying sorry. Wala. Just offer enclosed as a check or as a reimbursement. What reimbursement? It is not reimbursement. That money is the amount that they took up from us. And without returning it and without giving us the desired publication or the desired program that we pay them for. Pero yeah, I do not have any particular person. But I'm just letting you know that ABS-CBN has not come up with the standard of being a media outlet or a medium of communication.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. Thank you. Sir.
Thank you.